What's up, everyone? It's Crispy here, and welcome to another JJK Phantom Parade video. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to react to Payneblade's video. He came out with a video yesterday. I started to watch it, and it resonated with me a lot. And I wanted to, I don't know, give my take on it, expand on his, and also raise awareness of the current issue. The title is, I'm going to be as blunt and real as possible about this. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. He's going to cover some topics that are going on currently with the game and the devs, shed some light on things, and I really appreciate his take on it and how he is raising awareness. Us as content creators, if you're watching this as a content creator, half of our duty, or something in my opinion, at least like I said in my opinion, is raising awareness and helping the player base and helping the games that we play reach their max potential. We cannot allow shady shit to slide or just bad practices in general. My little take on this, or my spiel, is if a company or a dev implements a certain tactic or a certain thing and they don't hear any feedback on it, they might say, oh, it's working, or they don't care and keep doing it. If you let the devs in the community, the creators, whoever, know in a constructive manner, not malicious, then they'll know. Like, they'll be like, oh, wait, the player base doesn't like this. Something's going on. Let's find ways how we can fix this, keep our player base, keep our players happy, and keep our revenue up. Revenue is the sole driver of mobile games. If the revenue is down, EOS is coming. If you don't know what EOS is, end of service. I'm not saying that is what's going to happen with this, but I'm saying I've seen it happen to games that I play, or I've seen it happen, to games that I've played in the past for like 5 or 6 years. They've just boom, up in EOS, done. So let's get into it.
Oh, all right, guys. We made
also shout out to Payneblade. I hope reacting to your video is okay. If you have a problem, please let me know. I'll take it down.
With the video that I put out regarding the Megumi release and not Yuta. And then the second part of the topic is really what I want to talk about again, because I saw a lot of the community kind of split on this decision. And then I had a lot of people DMing me, whether it's content creators or people from the community telling me, hey, man, thanks for sticking up on this topic. And then I went through the comment sections, of course, like I always do, and just responded to some things. And I think this is a very important topic to bring up, especially for us as players and for people who are consumers and spenders. And this topic really goes down to the fact that I said the fact that there's no pity is a problem.
Yes. Any gacha game, if there is no pity, that is on purpose. It's to, one, if you're not complaining about it, they're not going to change it. Two, to literally drain you of your money. It's inherent gambling. Like, if you saw my last video, my Megami summons, I'm not going to spoil them, but my self-control kind of went out the window. I'm supposed to be saving for Yuta, and that didn't happen. I wasn't going to reach pity, which is 250 points, which is what, 25 summons? I don't know how many summons that is. I think 25, because you get 10 each, so that's 250. But that's like 75k cubes. There's like not a lot of ways to get cubes in the game right now, and they keep throwing events on us one after another. So currently, this video came out yesterday that Payneblade posted. Currently, there's a Megami event going on right now, and I'm pretty sure they even took away the sweep stages, which is fucking crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you take away a quality of life and a time manager for a game just because you're doing double rewards for like fucking enhancement points or something? Shady ass tactic, stupid. It makes everyone have to, like, I'm literally like this on my phone. I can't, like, I have to click, oh, redo stage, auto, like, bro, put the sweep back. It's bullshit.
Okay.
He won't go into that in this video, but like, I'm just referencing.
And a lot of people either agreed completely or completely disagreed. And I want to just say this wholeheartedly. I want this game to succeed. I do, because
Same. I love JJK.
As somebody who's a content creator, the success of a game is a success of my channel.
Facts.
Right? So I never want a game.
If a game succeeds,
right? But at the same time,
our videos do as well.
Me, or if you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. I hold no punches back. For me, everyone.
Transparency as a content creator can be hard, just because there are some people that don't want to hear the truth. But in my opinion, I think it's good to have integrity and transparency.
Everyone in the community matters more than the company that makes the game. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking out for me and I'm looking out for you.
Boom.
And here's my
We're the ones who are spending money.
When I saw some of the comments,
free to play.
We're like, oh, Payne, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly okay not to have a pity. Oh, no, there is a pity, actually. It's 250 tickets, so technically you can get a unit for free. The problem here, you guys have to understand, is when I make videos like this, I don't do it to stir up trouble. I do it to make things aware to the community. And
like I stated earlier,
band together and hopefully make a change. And believe it or not, games that I cover, Solo Leveling Arise for prime example one, which is the main one on my channel, when we make complaints, the devs hear us, and I promise you the next patch there is a solution to the problem that the community communicates, whether it's us.
Which is perfect, and it's what I was alluding to earlier. The consumer is, we're driving the games. If we don't like it and we don't like the shit going on, we're going to leave. The game, in turn, will die, and the product will fail, and the company will lose millions of dollars. They want money. Money me. Like, come on.
Us complaining, or the Korean side of the game complaining, they hear us. And it's like, you need that level of commitment to your consumer. You need that level of commitment to your players. And I think that this is no exception. I think everybody needs to kind of band together on this one. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not being unreasonable here, right? And the reason why I'm not being unreasonable here is because the level of content that is coming out versus the amount of banners that's coming out doesn't make sense. All we're getting is events with a banner, and it's been 1 week, guys. We've got 3 banners.
Yeah, there's like no
3 banners in 1 week.
time to save.
The last time you know of a game, I don't know any that does that. I've never seen a gacha do that. I don't care if they're playing catch-up. If you play catch-up, you know what you need to do? You also need to provide the same amount of resources for that level of time that you're catching up on to allow people to enjoy the game.
Exactly. So, if you were to want to play catch-up to the JP or the other version of the game, you would have to provide adequate resources as well, because from a business standpoint, if you release... From a business standpoint, you want to maximize revenue on each individual character banner. If the player base doesn't have time to hoard resources or hoard cubes or to gather cubes to summon for that character, that banner's revenue is going to plummet drastically. Junpei's banner, I'm not even saying this because of Yuta coming out. Well, actually, I am saying this because of Yuta coming out like right afterwards. Every single content creator, person who plays this game, anyone other than Junpei maybe being someone's favorite character, said to skip. They said, do not use any cubes. You need to at least have hard pity for Yuta if you want to make your account. 75k cubes. You want at least that for Yuta. Just in case you get shafted on the pull rates, you want to be able to hard pity him. Use your 250 gacha points for that banner, grab them, cool, you got out. From a business standpoint, money, if you are not maximizing revenue on banners, you're failing. You are doing something wrong. And that is not me being super critical or anything like that. That's me being real and showing data. I mean, it's real life experience and data in real time that is going on. I haven't seen it on Junpei's banner, but I can guarantee that it is going to be drastically lower than anything else. And that's not just because he's As character, in my opinion, but just because there's been so many banners coming out a week, like it's a week after, then another week after. There's no time to hoard.
The way they do. This is a gacha. By all means, a gacha is mostly about the summoning aspect if the content doesn't match up to, to the quality that people are looking for. And like I said in my video, and I meant it, the quality of content in this game is not that high. It's not a very strong quality game in terms of its content. It's a turn-based
I could agree.
RPG. And what do you want to do in a
I won't say just because it's a turn-based RPG that the quality is bad, because me in particular, I would rather play a turn-based RPG than, like, let's say, oh God, I'm gonna catch shit for this, Wuthering Waves. I loved Wuthering Waves when I played it, but just having to be so engrossed into the game and pay attention to every single aspect, because Wuthering Waves is skill-based for sure. I was good at the game, but I would have to sweat when I played it, you know what I'm saying? Like this, sometimes I can just turn my brain off, relax, still play, still gather my resources, and that's what I personally like about it, and is a bigger takeaway from me. So just because it's turn-based and RPG, I wouldn't say that the quality is worse, but I will say the art style, PNG oriented, is a little dated. It's about 9 or 10 years in the hole. They could have made this look a lot different. I do appreciate the art style of the characters like this, but in the actual battles, it looks like paper mache characters fighting each other. And that's what I have beef with.
Turn-based RPG, you team build. In order to team build,
and team building, yes,
units that will allow you to do that.
Yes, I agree.
To get those units, you need to summon, right? And so two problems come with that. Number one, the lack of resources. People said, "Oh, Payne, you have plenty of cubes. You got 40,000 almost." Yeah, but it takes 75 to guarantee a unit. And then after that, once things dry up, what do you do when there's no story mode to get cubes and these events are only giving limited time? And these events give you what? 1 or 2 tickets. Sorry, 1 or 2, 3. Let's be more realistic. 3 or 4 tickets per event.
I think the new Mega Man one is going to give you like 4 maybe.
And it takes how many to summon a unit, right? So
yeah, it takes 250.
When I make these videos, guys, I don't want the community going against one another, being like, don't be simps. Essentially, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Is don't be simps to the game.
What he means by this is just because you love the game, you love JJK, you love the IP, doesn't mean you should look past the faults of the actual game and the actual practices being implemented. You can enjoy something and still criticize it to a degree where it can improve. Let's say your favorite athlete is a basketball player, shoots 3-pointers a certain way. Their percentage of shooting is 70%. Let's say if they change the way they shot just a little bit, it would add to that percentage and make it easier to make a basket. Would you not criticize them then? Say, hey bro, or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just like a weird off the dome example. But just because you like something doesn't mean you should be like, oh, no, man, you're wrong. Like, no. It can be improved upon. I love JJK just as much as the next person. But there are definite practices that can be improved, practices that can be added, and that's all the process of updates, hotfixes, patches, shit like that. This is version 1. Whatever. If we're gonna make it higher, we gotta expand. The game just dropped in global. There are plenty of things to still come, but there are plenty of things that can be added to global for quality of life and as global firsts. That's something that one of my old mobile games did, and to break up the monotony of the timeline of catching up with JP, as well as to give incentives to play global.
Look out for yourselves. At the end of the day, they're not looking out for you.
Yeah, they're here to make money.
Bottom dollar, right? Yep. So I want us to be able to push back as a community and say, hey guys, we know what's happening. And I said this in my video, it's 2024. I think we all understand how a gacha system works. Gachas are now a thing of a very commonplace thing in the mobile industry. Everybody understands how gachas works. If you're new to the gacha industry, welcome. You're now probably caught into, a web of...
Yeah, welcome to the mentally ill gambling industry. Gachas were not extremely well known when back in the day, but with the rise of Honkai Star Rail, with the rise of Genshin, with the rise of Wuwa, all the other ones, gachas are damn near like an everyday thing now. Yeah, that's kind of what he was trying to say.
Non-stop gaching for the rest of your life, because gachas are addictive. And with that addiction comes gambling addiction. And with that gambling addiction comes people who cannot live without that FOMO. And that's what I feel like this company's trying to do, is they're trying to put out a lot of content real fast so people feel like they don't want to miss out. So they're going to start paying for units, and it's a quick bang.
And that, I didn't pay for anything, but I did feel that exact way on the Megami banner. He just released the domain expansion. Megami released today. And you'll look at my polls, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll link it.
Like it's a quick buck for them, right? The problem is it fucks with people's mentality, right? And it's not a cool way to approach a game. The success of this game isn't meant to be a quick. This is Jujutsu Kaisen, for God's sakes. This is one of the only Jujutsu Kaisen games on the market that are actually officially branded by the company.
It's like the only one besides the fighting arena game.
That's crazy to say. So instead of pushing content out as quick as you can, you should be rewarding players for joining, making a steady player base grow, and then allowing the game to mature, right? Because I don't think anybody here is racing to get to JP.
Yeah.
Like, if people want to play JP, you go download JP. At this point, you can get a translator. The game.
Like if you wanted to catch up, like global to catch up to JP. Like he's saying, you could just go download an emulator, BlueStacks, whatever the hell, translator, and go play JP right now. You don't need to wait. The point of global is not to rush to catch up. It's to give everyone else who doesn't have access to the other version a way to play and a way to have fun with the IP. And also, like I was stating earlier, maybe new content that is exclusive to global that may come to JP later on. Just like the JP Battle Tower. That might come to global sooner. And if you don't have an abundance of units to choose from and team build, you're going to be fucked. Like, it's super hard in JP from what I've seen. I've watched a lot of videos from Black Flash. And that individual uses tons of different units. And we have like none of them. So, yeah. There's no rush.
JP's way ahead. If anybody really wanted to catch up to JP, they would do that. Instead, make global do something special. Make global stand out somehow. Don't make it catch up. Make it feel like it deserves to be on its own. Instead, this happens to a lot of gacha games, especially from a global scale. Everybody from the East, when they're developers, they like to bring out stuff like this and then push all this extra content on making sure that global spends all their money, and they kind of screws us over, right? We just hit 8 million downloads, and we got 1,000 cubes, bro. That's not even a multi.
We hit 8 million downloads, we got 1,000 cubes, and then a fucking paid banner. Bro, we got a paid banner for 8 million downloads. They were like, oh, guys, thanks for downloading our game. Now, why don't you go spend money on it so you can get a free guaranteed character? Bro, fuck you. Are you kidding me? That's a third of a multi, like he was stating, 1,000 cubes. One multi is 3,000 cubes. I'm not saying that they should be giving us free characters out the ass, but holy shit, you gave us a literal guaranteed paid banner. You could have just given us 3,000 cubes and be like, here, fuck off, do whatever you want with it. That would have been like a million times better. Not me as a free-to-play right now, I feel like it was a slap in the face. It's like, oh, guys, thanks for playing our game. Thanks for downloading it. Thanks for telling your friends. Thanks for making content on it. Thanks for like publicizing it. Now, go spend $39 and fucking go roll on this banner. Bro, what?
That's that's a third of a multi. Are you kidding me right now? Guys, there's no reason to defend this. You can enjoy the game and still be critical. We need critical thinking.
And that's what I was stating in the very beginning of the video. I completely agree with this. Shouts out, like, us as content creators need to help out and raise awareness, because we have a voice, we have a platform, we have people that watch us. Obviously Payneblade a million times more than me, but this is just my little spiel on it. I'm doing my due diligence.
We need people who are going to stand up for the community in this space. We don't need people who are just going to blindly agree to whatever the devs do just because it's attached to an IP that they're in love with.
Bang!
It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't get us anywhere.
My thoughts exactly.
Stand up to things like this. I want this game to succeed. Again, it's my channel, right? I make content for this game, for God's sakes. I was excited to make content for this game because what I saw in the Japanese version I was excited for, but I didn't know what to expect in global, and nor did I ever expect the JP version to equal what global was going to do. So guys, it's you guys cannot, and I mean this. I mean you can if you want to, but you're doing a disservice to your community if you are only focusing on being a sim for a game that doesn't deserve that kind of that kind of love. Right? I enjoy the game. I'm still playing. I'm still making content for it, but I got to be realistic. And I'm gonna be honest with all of you right now. And this is for anyone who watches this as a dev. If you are watching this, a lot of devs watch my content and they take feedback. I'm gonna be real. If you make content for a game and you rush it, and then people don't get what they want from your game, especially early on, you're gonna lose a big chunk of your player base.
And that's something I think I touched on earlier, especially early on, especially if you don't have years in or a good chunk of your time invested into a game to kind of coax you into guilt of staying around. Like, okay, if you get shafted on a banner, be like, man, I have so much time into this, like, it is what it is, I'll stay, like, blah, blah, blah. If you're just starting out and you get shafted, you're like, okay, it is what it is. I'm going to go play something else now. And then you never come back. Bro, boom. Player base goes down. Revenue goes down. Game goes down.
Not to mention, you're going to lose a lot of your spenders. My buddy who spent $500, Terrorizer, quit. He already quit. He told me yesterday he's quitting. I'm like, why are you quitting, bro? You literally just spent $500. He's like, you know why I'm quitting Payne? He's like, I can't do this. He's like, I can't relive this process where he's like, he spent $250 to get a 200. He didn't even get one copy of the unit that he wanted. He had to go all the way to Pity, 250, 75,000 cubes to get a copy of a unit because there's no hard or soft Pity.
Comment below. What is the conversion of 75,000 cubes? What would that be based on a dollar amount? I don't know. I haven't checked out the packs or anything like that to like try to do a conversion. Like 250, what would that be in a dollar amount for a Pity?
That's
insane.
Let
me know, guys.
And I was like, bro, I don't blame you. And I told him in the beginning, like, you shouldn't be spending on this foolishness in the first place. This is the thing that you have to understand. When you support a game like this financially, right, you are allowing them to have that practice.
Bang. You're encouraging it.
As a content creator, I'm different. I would support this game and I would benefit from it for tax reasons. I would benefit from it from getting views, etc. I'm not even doing that. And that's something I claim as a business expense. Because you know what, for me, it's like...
What he means by that, if you're not a content creator and you don't know, if you spend money on this, you can claim it as a business expense and then do it for taxes at the end of the year and kind of make... It's like a certain amount. It has to be lucrative in order for you to do it. But yeah, it's kind of like spending your money and then using it for the business and then not getting it back, but like, yeah.
If you have bad business practice, I don't care if it's only affecting me back then, but now that I'm more conscious of everything, now that I have a big community, I'm now a lot more like, you know what? If it affects everybody, I'm not going to support this, even if it's lucrative to me.
And that's gang shit. Like that's really gang shit. He's basically saying even if it, yeah. I mean, y'all know what that says. Plus, in his other video, he released a new one. He took the Discord out of the video. And that's because people who were speaking up and criticizing were getting banned from the Discord. And they were doing it in constructive ways. Like they weren't being hateful or attacking. And he was like, nah, fuck that. And that's the thing. Like you shouldn't even want to rejoin the official Discord. If they're going to ban you for doing shit like that, like speaking up and being like, hey guys, like this practice, we could implement something. Fuck them.
So this is the kind of
you don't need them.
Going through. So I'm sorry.
They need you. That's the thing. The company needs you. The company needs the player base. You do not need the company. That's something that I want to drill into everybody's head by the end of this video. They need you. You do not need them.
Content creators who are promoting this and saying it's a good thing. To me, it's not a good thing. And honestly, I can't see how this could be a good thing unless they turn around and they provide us a shitload of rewards to say, hey guys, you know what? We understand we're going really fast. We're trying to catch up. Here is X amount of, summons to help you have a chance to get this character. We're not guaranteeing anything. Just be like, oh, you know what? Or we'll implement, and they're not going to do this. I know they're not going to. I'm not stupid. They're not going to ever implement a pity. Why would they, right? Because then they got to change the whole JP side of things, and they're a company that's more associated to that side of the world than they are ours. So this is not going to make a difference. I'm just making you guys aware as a community, you should be banding together about these kind of topics rather than going against each other.
And that's the thing. We have to stick together. We are a community. We make the game what it is. We should not be arguing and fighting amongst ourselves. That just divides. We need to conquer. We not divide. Pity should be standard in any gacha. That's my opinion, but that's because I don't want to go broke playing a game.
Comments where the community is like torn about how they feel about this whole situation. It's kind of crazy to me. And I'll be real. If you're supporting this, to me, you're out of left field. Because like, no game, again, I've never played it. 15 years of gachaing, guys, I've never seen a game rush 3 banners in 1 week, bro.
Same.
With the
not 15 years, but
at least
about
like,
10 or so.
30 summons, try. And I don't care if you guys come back.
Maybe a little more.
Me, hey, Payne, you have the ability to start a new account and re-roll every single time, so it's okay. Bro,
anyone who uses that, what he just said, as a rebuttal, oh, you can re-roll? I'm not fucking re-rolling for like 8 hours. I re-rolled on, what was it? Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis for 8 hours to get good weapon rolls. I did it for, I think, like 4 hours for Black Global Mobile. I will never do that shit again. It makes me hate the game. It makes it so boring. It wastes like an entire day of my time when I could be doing the content of the game or literally anything else. Bro, the whole reroll thing is a stupid ass rebuttal. Don't do that because I will laugh at you.
You actually want to reroll every single time you don't get a character? Unreal. That, if I hear that shit again, I'm gonna laugh at you guys. Anybody who's promoting that nonsense.
Hey, we think the same. That's funny.
Who the hell has that level of commitment and time to re-roll for every new character if they don't get it? That is crazy. That is crazy.
Plus, I don't even know how you would re-roll for every new character. Like, do you just turn the game off when you don't get it in a multi? Do you like hard quit it? I play it on my phone, so I don't think I could do that. It would have to be like a BlueStacks or an emulator type thing where it doesn't save your progress. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Not to mention, everyone's saving for Utah. And now we're going to also have Gojo come out probably right after that. And then Sakuna come out, and then what?
You're fucked.
Y'all going to keep rolling every single time?
No.
Anyways, I don't want to be negative Nancy over here, guys. But I also don't like what I saw with the community kind of like going at each other's throats. One side saying one thing, the other one saying another. If you think this is okay practice, this is the game for you. Okay? I'm going to keep playing until I see what happens with Utah. I'm not spending a penny. That's my way of going against the system here. I'm not going to spend a penny. They probably don't even care about that, to be honest with you. I'm a content creator. To me, I think the bad practice needs to be owned up to, and I think as a community, we are the only ones that can make a difference here. And take that into consideration the next time you decide to support a game, and if you plan to say, oh, this is an okay practice, just really think about it, right? Really think about what's going on right now. And let that play over. Now, again, I'm not saying that they can't make up for this. They can definitely look at all this and be like, you know what? Okay, we're going too fast. Let's give the community some rewards that will help them.
Yeah, we're so early on. Like, they can totally rebound for this. There's 1,000,001 ways.
Catch up a little bit. I think that's a very smart, intelligent way to go about this. Until I see it, I don't believe it. So I'm hoping we see it, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I think we're just going to continue going on the same release schedule they have, and who knows? Who knows? If they turn things around, I'll be happily. I'll make a positive video, and I don't even think this is a negative video. This is just a real video. I don't want anybody to look at this and be like, Payne's being negative already. It's only been a week, bro. It's not being negative. I just know the system. I've been in this game long enough now to know where the mindset of a developer is, and I'm telling you now, guys, it's not in the place of I want to look out for the community. It's in a place of let's get everything money. Hopefully people spend a ton of money and we can make a shitload of money for the first week of release.
Bang.
Because you know what happens? It's called the honeymoon phase. Every game goes through it. The early release of a game is always called the honeymoon phase. And then when the honeymoon phase is over, they lose money because their whales quit, people quit, and they're not making as much. So what do you do quickly? You bring out banners, and hopefully you get that out there. So I just want to bring this up.
That's very
Let me know
true.
what you guys think. I think this is a serious topic, guys, and as a community, I think we do need to band together. I'm not saying quit the game. That's far from what I'm saying. Keep playing the game. Just be mindful of how you support the game, because I think their business practice is fueled by your practice of spending. So if
Facts. Once he's done, I'll
you
elaborate on
spend a
that.
lot of money, you're allowing them to do this. So I'm not saying don't whale. I'm saying be smart. Do what you want with your money. It's your money. I'm just giving you guys my advice on it. I'm an old ass dude who's played enough gachas in life and covers games. You know, what do I know? That's all I gotta say. All right, guys.
All right, so my closing thoughts on this. This is about a 30-minute video. If you're still around, thanks. You're a soldier. Closing thoughts. If you support the business practice, then they will continue to do it. I'm not saying don't spend money, just be mindful. If you have criticism, be constructive in it. Do not be hateful. Do not attack. That's negative ways on doing that, and it will never work. If we as a community ostracize the devs in the community or in the developers, the developers and the company by being like a crazy toxic community, they won't even listen to us anymore. They'll just drop whatever they want and say, fuck it. If they like it, they do. If they don't, they're crazy anyways. They're going to bitch at it. They're going to bitch about whatever. So it is what it is. Be constructive. If you get banned from the Discord, the official Discord, fuck them. They need you more than you need them. Catch y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.